Hello, everybody.
Welcome back.
Well,
Happy 2021.
yay. Happy New Year, everyone.
Jazz
um,
hands.
Jazz hands. Sorry you can't see that if you're listening via podcast, but if you watch this little check-in on our YouTube channel, you can witness the jazz hands. Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
So we're just going to do a quick intro to the 2021 year, a little check-in, let you guys know what we've been up to, what we're doing, talk a little bit about our reading goals for the year. And yeah, so
Yeah.
KP, what would you like to start with?
Let's start with our reading goals because it is day number 3 of 2021.
It is, and I am into another book already, so I'm like getting started on my goal early.
Wow. AKA KP's really behind in reading all the books. Hi. So yeah. Melanie and I got together for New Year's and we were discussing the book club, literary ladies, and our book goals over a nice fire with some s'mores.
Mm-hmm.
And I threw out the number 50 books for the year, which is very ambitious of me because I don't read that much. But I want to challenge myself this year to read more.
Yeah, that's definitely a super ambitious number for me as well. My reading goal for 2020 was 7 books. And it was actually the first time I've ever completed a reading goal and surpassed it. So I read 9 books in 2020, which is compared to 50, that's nothing. But most of them were read towards the end of the year after we started our podcast. So I think that this podcast gives me a lot of motivation to read, and I think that's going to keep me motivated to meet that 50 book goal.
I say you killed it. You surpassed it by 2.
Mhm.
That is very impressive.
Yes.
And we've got this. I just need to read faster because I'm keeping everyone behind.
No, you're fine. So this is where my Audible books are going to come in handy, is just being able to fly through them and listen to them on 1.4 speed as I do.
Is that quick? I've never listened to a book on Audible.
Yeah, so you can just have it as like one speed, like regular normal people talking, but through my school lectures, we can speed them up. So I'm kind of used to people talking really quickly. So I just speed up my Audible book as well. So I get through it even faster than you're supposed to.
So you're saying you just get through your school lectures even faster than you're supposed to?
Yeah, exactly. Way to
Yeah,
read between the lines, KP.
yay, med school.
Oh my goodness. And also, so we want to talk a little bit about the books that are going to be in the upcoming podcast. I've posted on our Instagram before that we have read One to Watch. We've both finished the book, but we're waiting. One of our friends is going to come on and be a special guest for the next podcast. She's also kind of part of the plus size female community. So we want to have as many perspectives on that as we can, which is why we're waiting for her. She's already read the book before as well, but she wanted to reread to give it a little bit of a refresher before we talk about it. I'm super stoked about that. I've already gotten all my answers to our questions written down, and I'm really stoked to kind of talk about my life and some experiences that I've had that kind of related to the book as I was reading it.
Yeah, I agree. I think that is going to be the podcast where we get the most personal. We share the most about ourselves. I mean, people talking about their relationships and I don't know, history with men, women, everyone is where they're the most vulnerable. So you will definitely learn a lot about us during that podcast.
Yes, so stay tuned. Also, if you follow on our Instagram, you know that we've been reading in holidays. KP, you said you're like halfway through it. I've finished it, so that's going to be another podcast coming up. That might be before we do the One to Watch. I'm not really sure the timing, but both of those are coming up. And then we've got a third book that I have started It's called Somewhere in the Dark, and the author is R.J. Jacobs.
R.J.
And
Jacobs.
yes, KP can kind of tell you how we stumbled upon this book or came across this book.
Yes. So, through our Instagram account, we have gained a lot of followers. We've kind of been communicating with some of them. They've been sending us DMs, we've been sending them DMs. And RJ Jacobs sent us a DM and said, I would love to send you my book. And I said, heck yes, please send it. And so we're going to do it next. And I'm so excited to read it. I cannot wait. And yeah, be on the lookout for that podcast. But we have 2 that I think are going to be coming out fairly soon for one to watch and in a holidays.
Yes, we've got a lot of upcoming content. As always, you guys send us your book recommendations through our Instagram DMs. Our Instagram handle is literaryladiespod. Send us them through email, literaryladiespod@gmail.com, or any other way, YouTube. You can leave a comment on our videos, and we would love to hear your suggestions, what your book goals are for the new year, and anything else you want to leave us. A review, comments, feedback, we'd love to hear it.
Tell us everything. Don't hold back. Tell
Don't
us
hold,
it all.
tell us about your relationships, and then we'll
Yeah,
all get to
hook it
know
up
each
with
other.
us because we're going to hook it up with you.
Yeah, exactly. But we're really excited. Look out for much more content coming out in this upcoming year. We're excited to see where this little book club online podcasting journey takes us, and we hope you'll come along for the ride.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So we will see you guys next time. Thanks for listening to this little check-in, and goodbye.
Bye.